Hey guys, I'm Heintje, and this week I'll cover an unofficial spot. So unfortunately I cannot tell you where it is, except that it's somewhere in Germany. However, the writing was just too good to not make a video with the footage, so let's jump straight in, shall we? Oh wait, now I almost forgot the intro. Let's do it backwards this time. No, I still start with the footage from a warm-up session, however I'll start with the conclusion of the place. The issue is, the place is hard to rate. The trails are really fun and challenging, only they are really short. This can be a good thing, this allows you to do each trail multiple times. Personally I enjoy a trail the most on the third run. The first run is usually a scouting run, the second already goes better, and then on the third attempt everything clicks. Sure, you can improve on further runs, however you'll start running into diminishing returns, slowly getting to the max of your current skill level. This makes the spot great for locals to have sessions like we had this day. However, if you have to drive a while to get here, I think you better ride a bit further to an official spot with longer trails. With our warm-up session done, it's time to move on to the next trail, a trail on which I really can practice some skills, mainly cornering. It has a few small jumps. Now I'm already pretty decent at jumping, however, jumping into a turn is something I still suck at. So this one is great to get a bit of a feeling of that particular skill. The next feature I could use to practice on are catch burn. These are perfect features to build up cornering confidence. Even though this one didn't always go as good as I wanted, I feel I really got better at cornering this day. I do have to admit, the circumstances this day were close to perfect, just the right amount of slippery, not sliding out all the time, instead sliding in. When you hit a corner, your bike slides immediately into the line with the most support, making it even easier than in full dry conditions. Next up, a single feature, not a whole line, a drop. It looked a bit tricky, the run-up was pretty slow, the drop itself on an angle, increasing the slide out potential, and the landing is all covered in leaves. So let's go for it. A few good cranks and it wasn't that hard. Something that's scary and a lot of similar features was just perfect here. On features like this you gain a lot of speed, making you go into the next turn a bit faster than you actually want, forcing you to improve your skill, or crash. I opted for the first one. Next line. Basically, go straight down. Only point of interest, another drop. This one I did blind on the first run, almost landing on the sniper route behind it. Finishing the line with a couple of nice corners. In the next runs I went more for the outside to avoid the roots. Also, I pressed the front end of the bike more down. Not because I wanted to do that, but I did. Probably, my mind thinks it's safer to have your front wheel back on the ground as soon as possible. Later, my friend went to study this drop a bit more, placing some sticks in a line that didn't make any sense to me. Turned out he wanted to stay on the inside of that annoying route in the landing, hoping to get a better line for the next kicker. I gave it a try and the drop was fine. However, I didn't feel my line was any better leading up to the kicker, but hey, if you don't try, you never know. Time for the penultimate session, probably my favorite line of the day. It starts with a flat off-camber section, followed up by a 90-degree turn into a steep bit. This section was so much better after a few tries. Just knowing how much speed you can carry allows you to go into it so much faster, giving you a decent amount of air on the tiny jump at the bottom. All of this followed up by a real awkward bit. Here you have to steer up a small bank over slippery roots. The first rise my friends were slowing me down, but when I finally got a clear line. Well, the sketch berm didn't catch me in the way I hoped, grabbing my front wheel, almost throwing me over the bars. For the last session, I first have to apologize for the footage. Somehow I fucked up the settings on my GoPro. Still, I want to show this Line Choice Fiesta. So many options. While I do so, let me again address the fact that this place is not an official riding destination. Many of the trails are prohibited to ride. If you recognize the spot and feel inspired to go riding here, know this is at your own risk. With that, I've already come to the end of the video. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you back for my next video. In the meantime, have fun riding. Houdoe!